On Saturday, a shooting in the city's entertainment district left 2 people dead and 1 injured. And then last night, gunfire again rang out in the downtown core. 4 people were hurt. The police chief insists the city is safe, but at a vigil for one victim, not everyone is reassured. A 21-year-old rapper known as Smoke Dog was one of the people killed on Saturday. Jacqueline Hansen is at a gathering to remember him. Jacqueline.
Ian, the people here want the violence to stop. This is a display of what Javonte Smart meant to his family, his friends, and the community. But it is also a reflection of an unsettling reality of how violence in this city is taking the lives of young people. Just last night, there was another candlelight vigil. Ernest Modekwe was shot and killed Saturday along with Smart in broad daylight.
I want the violence to stop, I don't want to see my friends dying and stuff. I lost 2 of my friends in one day, Smokey too. It's just not right what's happening in the city,
While Sunday's vigil was happening, more shots rang out in the tourist area of Kensington Market. 4 people were injured, 1 seriously.
I saw the man I don't know if he died or not, but he was gripping for his life.
Police haven't said if any arrests have been made.
Makes me feel very uncomfortable, knowing that somebody might be behind me with a gun.
Police haven't revealed any suspects in Saturday's deadly shooting either. Toronto's mayor blames it on gang violence. Yesterday, he repeatedly seemed to imply those involved were repeat offenders.
We've got to get a lot tougher on letting people out on bail who have previous history with gun offenses.
But when we contacted Toronto police, the communications team said it didn't know where his information came from. And today, the mayor seemed to walk it back slightly, saying in a statement, "I've always advocated for tougher gun control and tougher bail conditions for gun crime."
And then when you tell me it's a gang.
Still, it has some concern that whoever is involved may not stop.
Violence is intoxicating. And once you get into a violent mass situation, it's extremely difficult to turn back. There's a point you reach in violence where consequences are not even thought of. And I really, really mean that.
Are you worried that we're at the cusp of that?
Yes, I am. I am very worried.
Despite 2 shootings in 2 days in 2 well-known areas of Canada's busiest city, Police Chief Mark Saunders says people shouldn't worry.
People should feel safe downtown, and I will stand by that.
But Ian, some people here tonight say that they don't feel safe, that they're afraid for themselves and for other young men in the community. Ian, one young girl here said that she's afraid for her brother.
And the lack of information may be difficult for some to find all of this reassuring when they're told the city is basically safe. What do we know about last night's shooting?
Well, yeah, it's been almost 24 hours and we still don't know much. We don't know who the injured people are, why they were targeted, if they were targeted, and who was doing the shooting. And, Ian, we still don't know if there's a connection between Sunday's shooting and what happened on Saturday. So, as you said, when the police chief mentioned that the city is safe and not to worry, it's difficult for some people here to do that when there are still so many questions. Ian?
Thanks, Jacqueline. Toronto's mayor says he is going to reach out to the Premier of Ontario and the federal public safety minister to mount some kind of joint effort against the violence. For those around for the first so-called Summer of the Gun, that may sound familiar.
In regards to the gunplay, it's gotten out of hand.
I think it has to stop. This is too much.
If you're going to be that brazen, we're also going to be that brazen in what we need to do to solve this problem.
Toronto's Summer of the Gun actually extended throughout 2005. In nightclubs, on streets, even in a church, Toronto saw gun violence on a level it hadn't experienced in decades. The victims as young as 4.
They parked the car right there where that gray car is. Then they started to shoot me.
Then came the Boxing Day gun battle in the city's busiest shopping area that left a 15-year-old dead. Politicians responded to the pressure to act.
Should they choose to become a criminal with a gun, then we will work as hard as we can.
More prosecutors were hired, more police, and Toronto launched TAVIS, a new police task force that moved into troubled neighborhoods.
this area here as well is hot to trot.
Tavis got controversial. It relied heavily on police checks known as carding.
That program has impacted this community, has traumatized this community in ways that up to today.
Did any of it work? Well, from a 2005 homicide rate of 2 killings per 100,000 residents, Toronto's gun homicide rate started to trend downward gradually, but it appears that a couple of years ago it started rising again. As of this summer, gun homicides are already up about 40% from the same time last year. Whether Toronto's strategy was responsible for reducing the gun violence is not clear, but Tavis was disbanded last year, and Ontario's premier campaigned on a promise to bring it back.